Welcome, everyone, to a presidential adventure set within the universe of the SCP Foundation. Secure, contain, protect. I am your anonymous narrator and your game master for this one-shot. In the outside world, you may hold positions of great power and influence, respected, feared, even admired or hated. But here, within these walls, you are nothing more than expendable tools of the Foundation. Your names, your titles, your achievements, none of them matters. To them, you are assets, resources to be used, tested, and, if necessary, discarded. So choose your actions carefully. Trust is fragile here, and survival is never guaranteed. Because in the world of the Foundation, you are not the ones in control.
Thank you so much, Mysterious Narrator, for being here. I have to say, I'm genuinely excited. This is one of the most iconic franchises out there.
It was iconic, back when it was actually good, before the corny fandom and all the ridiculous power creep ruined it.
Here we go.
No, I'm serious. SCP-682 used to be the king, the absolute king. Now every new SCP is some unstoppable god-tier nonsense that makes the old ones look weak. It's a disaster.
Wait, hold on, really? I thought the big problem started when that, Russian guy tried to trademark the whole SCP thing. That caused a lot of drama, right?
It did. The guy actually tried to claim legal ownership of the whole thing.
It was honestly just the Russian side of the fandom. Still, the fandom did unimaginable damage to it, right, narrator? Back then it was so simple, when there were only 3 SCP classifications: Safe, Euclid, Keter. So simple yet. Yet now everything is pretty much fucking Keter, or whatever new bullshit term they made up.
Or maybe the SCP universe just expanded.
No, fucking SCP became a damn soap opera full of fanfic OCs, and you know it.
Oh, I'm kinda a bit lost. Is the creepy statue that moves when you're not looking still there? I love that one so much.
Still there, pal. The truly iconic SCP era will always be that of 15 years ago.
The SCP Foundation was conceived to evoke fear through the unknown, not through displays of raw power. Its purpose was always to secure, contain, protect, not indulge in childish hierarchies of strength. The horror came from the clinical documentation of anomalies that defied comprehension, things humanity was never meant to understand. But once every new entry became another omnipotent god-king with endless lore and multiversal scaling, the Foundation stopped feeling like a secret organization holding back the darkness. It became spectacle, a contest of who could create the biggest immortal entity, rather than who could create genuine fear and mystery. That was the moment the soul of SCP began to die.
You know what? You're actually right. I miss when SCP articles felt like those real documents, clinical, official, like something written by actual scientists. With audio logs, incident reports, all of it.
Man, that was spot on. Reading those old SCP entries honestly felt like going through the Epstein files with the redacted line and blur photones, except way more terrifying, because at least the Foundation documents made you believe the nightmare.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that one, but honestly, SCP was way better back then. Now it's just endless tales, overly long stories, and the same self-insert characters everywhere. It feels like they're constantly trying to connect every SCP together into some weird-ass cinematic universe.
Still SCP, still always, and I mean always, one of the most fascinating concepts out there.
The idea of SCP is still peak. Just ignore the slop.
I don't know, man. There's like, what, thousands now? I can't even keep track anymore. My head starts hurting just thinking about it.
All right, focus. We're not doing old SCP versus new SCP.
The matter of SCP's lost glory is no longer relevant. We move forward. Any final questions? State them now.
Yeah, I've got one. Why the hell am I a D class?
Because you are suited for it. Your history, your decisions, and the risks you pose to organizations make you an appropriate candidate.
That's ridiculous. Completely ridiculous.
I mean, for once that actually sounds like karma.
I don't believe in that karma mumbo-jumbo. Take your Zodiac stuff out of here.
Wait, hold on. What did he do again to be a D class? Was it the Epstein thing or, the war?
It was his unauthorized conflict involving Greenland. The Foundation does not take such provocation lightly.
Oh, what the hell? That wasn't even a real war. I was kidding, you know that.
Honestly, I thought he was fucking looking for Agartha in Greenland. Still just a fairy tale, right, narrator?
You cannot be serious.
I was right!
Wait, hold on. Are you serious?
Enough. We have idled long enough. The session begins now. Our story begins at Site 19 in the year 2025, a facility buried beneath layers of secrecy and protected by reinforced steel and concrete far below the surface of the world above. Within its endless corridors, reality itself strains against containment. Hundreds of anomalous entities, some barely understood, others beyond human comprehension, remain locked behind blast doors, sealed chambers, and procedures written in blood. Some anomalies are harmless, others are capable of destabilizing nations or ending the world entirely. Within these walls, strict protocols and constant surveillance maintain a fragile balance. Every door, every chamber, and every procedure exists for one purpose: containment. Site-19 stands as one of the Foundation's largest installations, housing countless anomalies, research divisions, security sectors, and entities too dangerous to ever see the outside world. Entire layers of clearance separate truth from illusion, and only a select few understand the full scope of what truly lies beneath the facility. To the outside world, this place does not exist. To those within, it is everything. Yet in recent months, Site-19 has undergone a notable change. A new administration now commands the facility, with Site Director Bush assuming control of operations. And already, whispers of unusual activity have begun spreading through the lower sectors. Now then, the three of you, tell me about your characters.
I will be playing as Site Officer Barak. I was originally assigned to Site 87, but have since been transferred here to conduct a routine inspection of Site 19. Since Director Bush assumed control, the changes implemented have been concerning. Alterations to containment procedures, deviations from protocol, and a number of irregular decisions have raised serious concerns regarding the stability of this facility. I have been dispatched by the Site Director of Site 87 to conduct a full inspection and deliver a formal report on the current state of operations.
All right, I'll be playing as Dr. Joseph Joey Bennett, research scientist here at Site-19. Experiments, testing, that's my job. You give me an anomaly, I study it, document it, and try not to let it melt my face off in the process. Look, I'm not saying everything here is safe. I'm just saying I've survived this long, so I must be doing something right.
And I'll be Donovan Don Trammell, D-Class personnel. I've been framed, completely set up, and now I'm stuck here, dealing with SCPs and running your little experiments. Nobody should be in this position. Nobody. Believe me, when I get out of here, and I will get out of here, a lot of people are going to regret this.
Thank you all for the introduction. I suggest you get ready for this one-shot catch-up. Keep your minds sharp, think fast, and think creatively for whatever may lie ahead. And trust me, it'll be sooner than you think. Until then, I have an announcement for the viewers and the subscribers. Hello everyone, I must say, first off, thank you all so much for helping me reach over 1,000 subscribers. Because this shows me that all the hard work I put in, all the time I spent editing, writing, learning, and all the money invested into making these videos, it finally feels worth it. Seeing people enjoy the content, comment, and stick around for the crazy ideas I make honestly means more than I can put into words. For that, thank you so much for loving my content. I still remember why I made this channel. You see, I've always been someone who loved adventure. I love stories, world building, horror, mysteries, and creating entire worlds in my head. You could say I was a nerd, and honestly, I still am. I loved creating adventures and lore for different RPGs like D&D and Call of Cthulhu. The problem was, I never really had anyone to share those ideas with, no group to consistently play with, no real way to bring those stories to life or even share the hyperfixations constantly running through my mind. So for a long time, I just felt stuck with all these creative ideas and nowhere for them to go. Then the AI President genre came out, and for the first time, it felt like I finally had a chance to try. A chance to turn those ideas into something people could actually watch, laugh at, enjoy, and experience with me. What started as random fun ideas slowly became stories, characters, edits, lore, and projects I genuinely cared about, and somehow, people connected with it. That's still crazy for me to think about. So honestly, thank you, because for the first time in a long while, it finally feels like those ideas had somewhere to belong. Still, Thank you all so much for 1,000 subscribers. Seriously, it means more to me than you all probably realize. Now, on to the news. Both the good and the bad for the channel. The good news is that I have a lot planned. The Call of Cthulhu content, Trail of Madness, will continue, alongside more one-shot projects. And finally, D&D will return with a brand new adventure. Though I can't say too much yet because I don't want to spoil it. I want to keep improving and push these videos further than I ever thought I could. The bad news is that content may slow down at times, and I might discontinue certain projects. A lot of people don't realize how much work goes into these videos behind the scenes. The writing, editing, art, voices, sound design, music, effects, thumbnails, fixing mistakes, redoing scenes. It takes a massive amount of time and energy. I still try to push out one video a week, or at least something close to that. Another thing you've probably noticed is that my channel can feel a little messy sometimes with all the different ideas. Ravenwood, podcasts, one-shots, SCP content, D&D videos, and a bunch of other random projects. Originally, I was aiming more toward podcasts, but honestly, the videos didn't perform very well. I spent nearly all my voice credits making them, yet they barely received much engagement. Somehow, announcements end up getting more views than the actual videos. The mystery of YouTube, I guess. The same thing even happened with the Mario game video. And honestly, it frustrated me a bit because I realized I could have used that hour of work and those credits toward Call of Cthulhu content or other projects people seem far more interested in. Seeing all that time and effort barely get noticed made me feel like I wasted that time. Still, I'm going to keep trying to make the channel more consistent and organized with clearer series and projects moving forward. And honestly, I want to keep improving with every upload. Better stories, better editing, better visuals, everything. But regardless of what happens next, thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. Now enjoy this preview of future ideas and projects to come.